Hi, this is Cathy for TransByDef, and here in East Texas we've had a tremendous amount of rain. I usually like to do my videos outside and find a nice place with a good scenic backdrop to make my videos, but it has been raining so much that that has been impossible for me to do. The topic for this week is a very interesting one. The topic is, how do you deal with fear when you are going out for the first time to do routine tasks such as grocery shopping, auto repairs, laundry, or to the movie? Everyone has that kind of experience that they must go through at some point in time. To me, the reason this question is so hard is that I first started going out when I was 17, back in the late 60s. And I really don't have any recollection of how I dealt with fear as a teenager, dressing up as a woman and going out. When I was in my 20s and had a very bad experience trying to transition and go full-time, I faced the fear of dealing with people who knew me and would not accept me and would kick me out of their environment, and I'm not sure that is really the case. Now, when I first read this question, I thought of an experience that happened to me about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I had to go and testify and be involved in a court settlement with Allstate Insurance concerning an accident where I was injured and having to file against my insurance. When I went to my attorney, he said, well, you are transgender and that could become a big issue. I worried about that a great deal. The day before I was supposed to go and talk to Allstate and talk to their attorneys and meet with a mediating attorney, I called my lawyer and I said, what would be the appropriate dress for me to wear? He looked at me and he said, most of my clients, when they come to one of these, go in some kind of casual form. Business casual is what is usually accepted. So, in keeping with what he asked me, I dressed up in a nice pair of black slacks, a somewhat colorful blouse, made sure my makeup looked good, all of my rings and jewelry and everything that I had were on, and I looked very nice when I went there. What that did was it showed them that I am a woman. They all treated me as a woman there, both the people, the attorney from Allstate and my attorney. There was never a mention of me being transgender, even though that was a major concern, and I worried and my attorney worried about how we were going to do it. I thought, well, what if they bring it up? And I will say, I am a woman, I have transitioned from being a man, and this is not part of the case which we are discussing here. We are discussing an injury associated with an accident, not me being transgender. But that did not come up in my discussion or in the discussion I had with the Allstate agent, attorneys, and my attorney. And I was very happy at that my fears were put to rest. But I thought, how did I deal with it? Well, the first thing I did was find out what the appropriate dress is for the meeting that I was going to. Whenever you are going someplace, you need, as a trans person, to be very concerned about the dress that you have. Dress appropriately for the place that you're going. If you're going to Walmart, dress like any of the other Walmart shoppers that are there. If you're a woman going to Walmart, you dress like a woman Walmart shopper, which is a wide variety of dresses and a wide variety of jeans and t-shirts that you can wear. If you are going to the movie with some other girls, dress up as they're dressed up so that you don't stick out. If you are going to deal with the auto mechanic or with the repair people, dress nicely in what I would say is business casual, a nice pair of heels like I had on, black slacks, and a colorful blouse, along with a nice necklace and nice earrings. Make sure that you look and fit the role that they're expecting. Because if you look, fit, and sound the best you can, chances are they are not going to recognize you. And even if they do, just look at them and say, that's all right. Some of the things I remember from back in the 70s when I was dressing and trying to transition there, and some of the places I went, I remember going to the University Mall for a while in Provo and walking up and down. And when people would do some kind of double take, because I probably didn't pass very well, even though I thought I did, I would just look back at them and speak and say hi and go on. One of your best tools for neutralizing the double take is to speak to them and be very friendly. When you walk into a store, don't look away, don't look down, look them straight in the eye and say, hi, how are you? And that resolves a lot of the issues that you have. So your presentation to them is important. The clothes that you're wearing are important. The one other thing I would like to bring out concerning this topic is about 5 years ago when I decided that I could no longer be a woman and go full-time. I just looked at my wife and looked at my family and those around me and said, I am just going to change. I'm going to go and become what I really feel inside, and I don't care what other people think of me. My advantage to many of you is that I had been desiring to be a woman since I was 14 or 12 and had thought about it back as early as age 8, and I had been dressing in secret or for short periods of time ever since then, and always wanted to do what I tried to do when in the 70s when I was in my mid-20s and become a woman. When it came time for me to go full-time and say, I've had enough of this, I'm going to be what I am, I had no fear whatsoever. All I wanted to do is go out and act the way a woman would act and not really worry about the people that are around me. So my suggestion to you is that the best thing you can do is always dress appropriately for your age, your gender. Always be friendly and look people in the eye and be straightforward to them. If they make some comment, just look at them and say, that has nothing to do with what we're doing here, and go on. That is the best advice that I can give you. Again, I would like to thank you for spending some time with me today. I have to be out of town on the road for the next 3 to 5 weeks, and my videos may come very sporadically when I have a way of uploading them. So if I'm not here for a week, I have not deserted TransByDef. I am just having to be on the road, in the field, working many long hours each day. Well, I hope to see you again next week. If not next week, the week after. So have a good day. If you have a comment, please leave it in the box below.